Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like time is suddenly catching up with you? Not just in the lines on your face or the color of your hair, but in the way you move, think, and feel. One day you're walking to the mailbox without a second thought, and the next, you're wondering when the simple act of bending down to pick something up became such a challenge. If you're over 80 or approaching it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's a quiet truth about aging that not many people want to talk about. After 80, life changes in ways that can feel jarring, unfamiliar, even a little isolating. But here's the thing. Just because these changes happen doesn't mean they have to control you. When we understand what's ahead, we can meet it head on, with grace, strength, and clarity. Today we're going to talk about something many shy away from: the 5 harsh realities of life after 80. And no, this isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to empower you. Because when you understand what's coming, you can adapt. You can make choices that protect your independence, your health, and your happiness. Let's start with something we all feel, but rarely say out loud. Your world starts to get smaller. Friends move away. Some pass on. You stop driving at night. Big family gatherings happen less often, and without realizing it, your social circle begins to shrink. It's not that you don't care. It's just that the energy it takes to keep up with everyone, to plan, to travel, even to talk on the phone, starts to feel like too much. This shrinking world can sneak up on you. It starts with little things. You skip one church potluck because you're tired, and then another. Before you know it, days pass without seeing anyone. The silence becomes a routine, and that's when loneliness creeps in. Not the kind where you're simply alone, but the kind where you feel unseen, unheard, like life is happening out there, and you're somehow not part of it anymore. But here's the good news. You can push back against that. You really can. It starts with one small step. Literally. Open your front door and sit on the porch. Wave to your neighbor. Call someone, even just to say hello. Community doesn't always mean a big group. Sometimes it's just one voice on the other end of the line that reminds you you're still deeply connected to this world. Now, another reality that often hits hard: your body doesn't bounce back the way it used to. A bruise lingers longer. A cold turns into a chest infection. A small fall becomes a major setback. You may find yourself hesitating more, moving slower, questioning your own stability. And let's be honest, this can feel frightening. Losing physical confidence often leads people to retreat. You sit more, walk less, and without meaning to, you stop challenging your body. But muscles need movement, balance needs practice, and your confidence needs proof that you can still move through this world with purpose. You don't have to run marathons or lift weights at the gym, but you do have to move. Stretch your arms each morning, walk around the house, practice standing on one leg while brushing your teeth. These little moments add up. They train your body to stay active, and more importantly, they train your mind to trust your body again. So, yes, life after 80 can feel like the world is shrinking, like your body is slowing down, like things are slipping. But you still have power. You still have choice. And the way you respond to these changes will shape the quality of every day that follows. One of the hardest truths to face after 80 is that people start treating you differently. Sometimes, without even realizing it, those around you begin to speak slower, softer, as if you're fragile. They make decisions for you. They assume you can't keep up, or that your opinions don't carry the same weight. It can feel like you're slowly being written out of your own life story. That feeling of being overlooked isn't just frustrating. It's painful. You've lived through wars, raised families, built careers, faced loss, and found joy again. Your wisdom isn't just valuable, it's necessary. But our society, sadly, tends to forget that. So what do? You speak up. Gently but clearly. You remind the people around you, your children, your doctors, even the clerk at the grocery store, that you're still here. Still sharp, still full of thoughts and stories and opinions that matter. And if your voice shakes a little when you do it, that's okay. What matters is that you keep using it. You don't have to accept invisibility. You can redefine what aging looks like simply by showing up, by continuing to participate, to share, to contribute. Whether it's volunteering at your local community center or just giving advice to a young neighbor, you are part of this world. Make sure they see you. And then there's the emotional weight that sneaks in quietly, the slow build of grief. After 80, you start losing more people than you ever imagined. Friends who knew your history, partners who shared your laughter and your losses. And sometimes it's not just people, it's places, memories, even parts of yourself you never thought you'd have to say goodbye to. Grief at this age isn't always loud. Sometimes it's a silence that sits in your living room, an empty chair, a song that brings tears when you least expect it. And while people around you might expect you to be used to it by now, the truth is, you never get used to losing someone you love. But even in grief, there's life. Even in sadness, there's a path forward. You honor those you've lost by living fully, not by pretending the pain isn't there, but by letting it deepen your appreciation for what still is: the sun on your skin, the smell of your favorite meal, the laughter of a grandchild. Some days the weight of what's gone will feel heavier than others. That's normal. Let yourself feel it. Cry if you need to, but also laugh. Tell stories. Remember the people you've loved, not just with tears, but with joy, with celebration. Because life after 80 isn't just about what you've lost. It's about what you still have, and the strength it takes to hold it close, even as the world changes around you. There's something else that becomes clearer after 80, though many don't talk about it openly. Your mind starts playing tricks on you. Maybe you walk into a room and forget why. Maybe a familiar name hovers just out of reach. Or you find yourself rereading the same paragraph again and again because it just won't stick. It's not always dramatic. Sometimes it's subtle, but you notice it. And when you do, the fear creeps in. Is this normal? Is something wrong with me? The truth is, some memory slips are completely natural. Your brain has been working hard for a long time. It's earned a little grace. But here's the part that matters. You're not helpless. The brain, like the body, thrives on activity. It needs challenges. It needs stimulation. It needs connection. You don't have to solve crossword puzzles all day to stay sharp. Though if you enjoy them, go for it. But more than that, talk to people. Share your stories. Learn something new, even if it's small. Ask questions. Curiosity is fuel for the brain. Read books, sing songs you haven't heard in years, play cards or teach your grandkids how to bake that old family recipe. Your memories are still there. Sometimes they just need a little invitation to come back to the surface. And while we're being honest, let's talk about something else, something that stirs deep beneath the surface, the quiet worry that time is running out. After 80, you start counting differently, not in years, but in seasons, birthdays, holidays. You think more about the legacy you'll leave behind, about whether you've said everything that needed saying. This awareness of time, it's not a curse. It's a gift. It makes every day more precious. Every hug, every sunrise, every phone call. You start noticing the details others miss, the smell of fresh bread, the way the light falls across the floor in the afternoon, the warmth of a cup of tea between your hands. This is where meaning lives. Not in how long we live, but in how deeply we live each moment. And it's never too late to make a moment meaningful. Write the letter you've been putting off. Forgive someone. Or yourself. Say the words. Share the love. Because no matter what your age, you still have the power to shape the story you leave behind. So yes, there are harsh realities that come with growing older. Shrinking circles, a changing body, grief, forgetfulness, and the awareness of time. But you're not powerless. You never were. The courage it takes to keep going, to keep showing up, to keep loving and learning and living, that's what makes aging beautiful. If you've made it to 80, you've already proven something. You are stronger than most. You've adapted, endured, and grown. And that strength, that quiet, steady strength, is what carries you forward. So don't let the world tell you you're done. Don't let the number define the quality of your days. Instead, Remind yourself and those around you that your story is still unfolding and it's worth every word.